challenge of my life is to find out how far I can take it.
If you believe in it, then anything is possible.
Hey!
Anything is possible.
Hey everybody, it's Bill. Welcome to this Saturday morning Happy Fun Zone, Kingdoms of Amalur edition. Hey everybody. Give me 1 second and we'll get started. Welcome to this Saturday morning Happy Fun Zone, Kingdoms of Amalur edition. So I have a question for you though. Can you guys actually hear me? Somebody type and say yes, no, shut up. One of the three. Well, we're gonna get started anyway, and hopefully you guys will hang out with me for a little while. If you have questions, just type them in and I'll answer them. Yeah, let's go ahead and start playing with my Wayfarer, which is a combination of a rogue, a mage, and a warrior in Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Alright, as you can see I have a pretty wickedly awesome sword on my back. I was using the chakrams almost constantly. These are the chakrams. As you can see, they're awesome. But they're more of a ranged weapon, so now they're my secondary. Once I realized that swords kick ass, I just kind of went with it. Okay, well anyway, I haven't really done much with the main quest yet. There's so many side quests in this game that you just get, well, sidetracked. So what I'm doing right now, apparently there's a fisherman who wants to marry a nymph. Sure, who doesn't want to marry a nymph? And I'm going to try to help him out, apparently find his bride. Question is getting there. In Amalur, you can't jump. You can only jump off of places they tell you you can. Notice this right here. It's really strange that you can't jump. It feels a little limiting. But there are some wolves, so we're going to go kick some ass. I'm currently cursed, so I have no mana. It just drains constantly. And I don't know where to find somebody to get me my fix. So that's great. Apparently I can go to a healer, but I don't know where one is. You'll notice the combat's really fluid and really smooth. And in general, it's just a lot of fun. I wish you guys could play it. Yeah. That doesn't look like my nymph. So the next step in the quest is continue searching Ettenmare. You do a lot of running. A lot of running in Amalur. But at least you move pretty fast. And there's also a quick travel option, just like there is in Skyrim. Whoa! Okay. That guy hit me. Ow. That may seem kind of crazy, but it's true.
There she is, my lovely bride. I am all dressed and prepared for our...
That's the freak.
Thank you, stranger. Bless you. Now, if you don't mind,
Not sure what his deal is.
with a ring and a kiss. Any last words for the crusty bachelor?
I hope you guys can see that, but one of the options is I don't see a nymph.
My nymph. Oh, that disgusting etching with a glance. Beauty kills even the beast, so they say. Did not see her wiggle away to the cliff overlooking the lake. It's where we first met, you know. Grand spot for our union.
Our main hero is mute. You still select options like you would in Knights of the Old Republic, but you don't have a voice in this game. It's kind of the Zelda approach. They think if they put a voice on your character, you wouldn't be able to really roleplay. I'm saying it's just because they didn't want to pay somebody.
Wait a moment. That's no him. That's not the graceful creature I fell in love with. Good enough to go along with an old man's wishes. Might I ask one more of you? Wants to kill that beast.
Oh, shit.
Preserve the memory of my bride.
Somebody gross behind me.
For your reward, you
And I have no mana.
You've seen the chaos and destruction the thing has caused. It's a demon of the waters. Not only that, but to think I ever loved that thing. Shameful. Please. Burns my old heart. The reward
This
you
guy's so messed
I
up.
promise you that much. Just see it gone.
Alright, well, let's go kill it. Ow. Ah! And it's dead. Really want my mana back. Still cursed though, so it's still draining constantly. Gotta find a healer.
So brief his term among our court, so virile in his living. He is fervor embodied, he is vitality. He rescued Princess Luna to take us his own, King of Strand.
I try to jump everywhere I can, because I really miss running around and jumping on things. It's a silly complaint, but it's true. It just doesn't feel like a world if you can't move vertically in it. Go talk to this old crazy bastard.
That's the end of that then. Sorry for roping you into such a task.
And I get the wedding ring.
Just
Weird.
see enough sadness in your life and see chances for happiness wherever you look. Now for your reward. Take my wedding ring. It's on an elder's memory long enough. It's fair I give up what hasn't been taken. It ain't much. Just a small charm that she had when we were wed. When fever took her, I mounted it on her grave.
Anybody who would get a face tattoo that's literally just finger paint is probably insane. It's lessons I'm learning from Amalur, like this, that help me survive this world.
Well, you've helped me enough.
Alright, now I gotta go get a charm.
He had and took to the shore as soon as I saw him. Somewhere on the lake's edge, I'm sure of it.
Alright. Let's find out. So this is your overview of the world map. You can get a much more close view with what you've discovered. Notice there's fog of war. What's kind of weird is they'll actually show you enemies, but this is depending on your skill, detect hidden. If you don't have a high detect hidden skill, it won't show you stuff like this. You'll also find more gold with detect hidden. You'll find hidden treasures, hidden doors. You'll find a whole bunch of stuff that you normally wouldn't if you put the skill points into detect hidden. Hopefully before we end the stream today I'll level up and I'll show you what that's all about. So let's go figure out what's going on here. South and to the west. Really don't know where a healer is either. Kinda distresses me. Not sure where I'm supposed to find that. Oh, look at that. Apparently you can swim around and get stuff. There's a lot of big nasties up there, so we'll go see what's going on with them. You are the quietest viewers ever, by the way. Usually I'm already being assaulted by verbal abuse, and I appreciate it. What happened? Oh, Christ. Ow. I might die. Just throwing it out there. Alright, well, we'll fix that. This is Reckoning mode. What happens is you go crazy, and you twist fate. And then you can do a bunch of insane stuff. Like this. Yeah. I want an MMO that lets me do that. I'm just throwing that out there. No, you can't swim underwater, but you can dive for treasure, apparently. So not only can you not jump, you can't swim underwater. These are the things I'd like to see in a sequel. Oh, and cool, we leveled up. So, let's show you what goes on when you level up. So these are your skills. You get 1 skill point per level. Traditional kind of Dungeons and Dragons type stuff. You've got lockpicking, dispelling, detect hidden, which I talked about, alchemy and blacksmithing, your crafting skills, sagecraft, which is socketable gems. You can make those, and just kind of like alchemy too. Dispelling is you unlock chests that have magical spells on them. I've only encountered like 1 or 2, so I haven't put many points in it. I've been focusing on alchemy and detect hidden. Lockpicking, I had this many to begin with almost. Let me see. You know, I'm going to keep going with alchemy because I'm really interested in seeing what happens when I get up here. Apparently, if you fill up all of alchemy, every spell or every recipe is completely uncovered. So I'm going to work towards that because potions are essential. At least when you suck like I do and get hit all the time. Okay, and now this is the actual skill tree section. I haven't found what they call a Fate Weaver. A Fate Weaver will let you respec these, so you can play the game however you want. In Skyrim, when you use a skill, it levels up depending on how many times you use it. This is a more traditional thing. Every level you get 3 points to spend in one of the 3 trees: sorcery, might, or finesse. And depending on how many points you put into each, you unlock special classes, or destinies I think they call them. I'll show you those next, because I'm almost going to unlock a tier 3 destiny, which I'm looking forward to because it's called the Battle Mage, and I can blink like a mage from WoW, so that'll be sweet. Anyway, I'm putting points this time into my sword because I'm actually using my sword a lot. And then the next level I'll put some into sorcery and I'll be all set. Okay, so these are the unlocked destinies. These are the ones that I've unlocked already by spending points in certain tiers. The fighter, brawler, etc. You get special stats depending on how many points you put into those paths and then which destiny you use. So if I wanted to be just a fighter, I would get an additional 17% melee and an additional 22% block. Right now, I'm set up as a Wayfarer. The E next to it means it's equipped. I get 10% additional melee, 10% additional range, 10% additional magic. My equipment requirements are reduced, and I get a +1 to every skill. And that's because I have at least 4 points in all 3 of the paths. I am curious about doing something like a Disciple, which is a finesse and sorcery, but I'm really working right now towards just using might and sorcery, because I love the idea of combining magic and just straight up ass kicking. The Duelist was cool for a while, but I like the Wayfarer. I'll show you what I'm working towards. Might and sorcery. Tier 3 Battle Mage. I need 2 more points in sorcery, and I get 30% of my damage is received as mana back into my mana pool. I get an additional 10% melee attack damage, so I don't lose that, but I get the coolest spell ever. Blink, a short-range teleport. It replaces dodge. So I'm assuming that instead of just rolling around on the ground, I'm going to blink in and out of existence, and even though it just replaces my normal dodge, looking cool counts. So I'm working towards that. Anyway. Alright, let's continue. Because I am still not done finding what I need to find. Really wish I could cure my curse one day. Ah, see, this is detect hidden. When you get near something, your controller will start rumbling if you're using an Xbox controller, and you'll see that you can find something that wouldn't be there for normal people. Just found some new pants. Interesting. Oh, notice I have Commander Shepard's armor from playing the demo. It really makes the beginning of the game extremely easy, but I've already started to replace it with certain things like Compassion, these 45 armor robes, and our ceremonial gauntlets have replaced my Shepard's gauntlets. Stuff like that. And looks like I'm going to actually replace it with the soldier's leggings too. Oh, but that gets rid of the robes. We're in trouble. I look great naked, though. There we go. Back to the robes. We'll keep waiting then, I guess. I didn't realize robes took up both your chest and your legs. I'll have to remember that. Okay. Let's actually do something. I'm headed this way. And there's going to be lots of crap on the way there. Because Detect Hidden shows me that there's crap on the way there. Another Detect Hidden skill. Okay. Another Etten. But I'm assuming we'll go over that bridge here in a second. When you attack things from behind, they actually get staggered, so it helps a lot. Here we go. I love these guys. There's nothing more satisfying in this game so far than breaking one of them apart. Just love it. More Detect Hidden. You can see them on your minimap too when you can detect something. You see a chest on the minimap. Oh! Here we go. Ow. 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 Let's see. There it is. Those Ettins made artifacts on your screen? That's funny. They just released a patch. I don't know what was fixed in it yet, but I do know that they're trying to sell me stuff now. There's a $4.99 downloadable content pack for armor, basically. I might actually spring for it. I haven't decided. I have some other quests over here. You can see those white rings on my mini-map, so I'm going to work towards them. I'm not sure what they are. I would suggest it, to be honest. It's a ton of fun. It's got that huge open world feel, just so much content, so many quests and things to do, so many ways to play it. The camera I fixed by just changing the settings. I was really upset about how quickly the camera panned, but of course there's a setting. Hello, right? I don't know who this guy is, but I'm helping him. think I actually had this quest from the Soldiers Guild or whatever they call it. Ow, ow. Oh no! Okay, so this Agarth guy, I'm sure you remember him from the demo. He's the one that tells you you have no destiny after you've been resurrected from the Well of Souls. So apparently I stumbled into the main quest. Happens. I'm sitting at my desk playing on my PC with my handy Xbox controller. It just feels better to me. And it is pretty obvious that the controls are more set up for console, I'm not gonna lie.
It's the ruins of the theater of fate. This is where the first Fate Weavers learned how to read the weave.
Oh! This is one of the Fate Weavers. I'm gonna respec because I've got 6 points spent in finesse that I don't really need there anymore. And it only cost 2,560. I like that. There we go. So apparently it's probably going to go up each time I do it. In we go. He thinks I'm going to follow him. Alright. Well, let's spend all my points. I really liked alchemy. Also digging. Detect hidden. So undo 1 and lockpicking. Haven't focused much on the sagecraft, stealth, persuasion, stuff like that. Okay, this is where I want to spend a lot of points. Love my longswords. Okay, there's the 14 in might. Let's do 14 in sorcery too. Love my chakrams. Not a fan of the staffs yet. But the Stormbolt skill is ridiculous. So is this one. I haven't gotten to use this yet for you guys because I don't have any mana because I'm cursed. But the Mark of the Flame, it like tags guys with like a burning ember, and then you just hold down the spell and it just blows them all to hell. It's great. Love it. Okay. 14 in might, 14 in sorcery. Oh, this is good. Less mana spent. No, it's okay. There's obvious comparisons. Skyrim and Amalur are similar, especially considering Ken Rolston was involved. Rolston was one of the main designers on the old Elder Scrolls series, and they brought him out of retirement to help lead this game. I have 2 more points. That's kind of cool. The one thing I'm going to be missing now is my my poison. But I'm just not really into the finesse. I think I'm going to focus more on magic than anything else. There we go. And that means I unlocked my battle mage. Yay! That's all I ever wanted. I'm gonna stop playing. I'm done. All my gear. Equip that. Secondary. Okay. Armor. Shepherd's helm. Compassion. Ceremonial gauntlets. Shepherd's greaves. Oh, I don't have 8 finesse, so that's okay. We'll use the sturdy kite shield. I think that's enough. Oh, my accessories too. Hopefully I didn't lose those. Okay. I think we're set. Let's keep doing this main quest, I guess, then. Before I follow that bastard, though. Look at that. There's lots of loot. Really wish I wasn't cursed. Gotta find a way to not be cursed.
Ever since this place was abandoned, strange beasts moved in. Stay close.
Let's make sure we make this our active quest. There we go. Where's it going? It's just wandering. Hey, I'm this dude. I just wander. Okay. Lots of bad guys. This will be fun. I can blink. Now I really wish there was PvP so I could blink all around people. You get so much loot in this game, it's kind of ridiculous. Let's take a look at the map. There's a quest down here that's not part of the main quest, so we'll go there. I love the art style. McFarlane's team did an excellent, excellent job making this game pretty as hell. Really gotta stop charging in like that. Ow, ow, pounded. This'll be fun. Ready? There we go. Come on. There we go. Co-op would make this game amazing. If it was like Fable and you could bring in your character into somebody else's game, even if you didn't save progress, just to play with somebody and keep the loot would be fine. Oh, great. Shine and Shadow. Now I wish I was finesse spec'd. Okay. Oh. Apparently I got him for some dude. See, that's the thing. I have so many quests, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Oh well. Could be worse. So much loot. Okay. Up we go. Wonder how I could find a healer. It's only 26. Do you have any questions, Plaz? Stuff that might help you buy or stay away from the game? Ow. Good lord. Whew. No, it's okay. You can just hang out and play with me. Or watch me play. I'm glad I have mana, but it's gonna go away again. Do you happen to know, am I crazy, is there another way besides finding a healer to get rid of this curse? Because I'm sad that I can't use any of my magic. And I have not seen a healer once in any town.
The theater can show us the whole tapestry of fate laid bare. We can do nothing to change it or prevent its horrors. Well, most of it.
Whoops. Didn't want to use those shoes. He just... There. Lots of baddies up here again. I'm sure there'll be a... Oh, the camera sucks. Not all the time. There are times when I really actually think it works well, but it obviously gets stuck behind geometry. I just wish there was a button, like in Ocarina of Time, when you could... Oh, look at that. Suddenly I crashed. Interesting. Let's see how much of the game I lost. That was the first time I've had a crash. And I've played it first before I restarted the game. I played it for about 8 hours, and I've played this one about 10 hours. So 20 hours, one crash, not so shabby. I'm assuming it's because of all the streaming, but who knows, maybe it was just because the game's got some kinks to work out. It's the first bug I've seen, though. But yeah, I wish there was a camera like Zelda, where you could press the left trigger or the right trigger or any button and it would just swing behind you. It makes it so much easier. Well, let's continue. Yeah, well, there was an autosave. And it was out here. I don't know what to do now. Tell you what, I'll come back to this place. I'm gonna try to find a healer. I want to use my magic. Did I get a chance to... Okay, yeah, I did get a chance to do that at least. Go return this quest. And maybe there's a healer here. No, there's not. I don't know where to look for one. While I'm doing this, I'm going to run a quick commercial, so bear with me.
You found it after all. For your own sake, I'm glad you didn't leave. I have a few coins left to my name, and you can take them.
Okay, you're back. Let me see if I can... I just realized I wasn't showing the game. Let's try this again. Add game. Reckoning. And... we'll stretch it out, make it real big again. There we go. Hopefully we won't crash again. Cross your fingers. Three or more houses to find one. Thank you for that! Alright, let's find out, because I do know a couple towns. I think this one had a ton of houses. I think I just have to leave to do it. We'll zap back here later. Wait, healing. Yeah, it says healing. We'll find a healer yet. Look at that, I'm learning. This guy, I can't decide if he's in the building. I'm assuming he must be. Yep, tucked way back there. Thank you so much. And I see him nowhere. Maybe upstairs. You? Oh, a chick. Wow. You know Todd McFarlane's involved when the Dark Elves have breasts bigger than my head. Curse gone. And I'm immediately going to save. I'm sure there's a quick save button. Let's see if I can find it. Controls. How about keyboard and mouse? Quick save, quick save. Quick health potion. Quick save F5. Easy enough. We're gonna do that a lot now. How the hell do I get down? Okay. Let's go back to that place. Fight through all that crap again. At least I have magic again. So there was a bonus. There was a plus to that crappy crash. Ah! Good lord. Teleported right on top of a dog. And while I was there, I didn't sell anything. That was smart. Oh well. well.
Ever since this place was abandoned, strange beasts have moved in. Stay close. This place has been abandoned for so long that some fate weavers think it's just a legend.
Yay, magic! Oh my god, I'm so excited. Ow, ow. Ow! Excuse my cough. I quickly noticed that there are some really annoying things about the combat. The only which I'm saying mainly is the fact that you stumble constantly and you can't move. I understand why they did it. It's just annoying. Ow. Ow. Really want to use my craziness on this guy. Ow. Bitch slapped constantly. Oh well. Didn't get to. It's okay. My wife is texting me if you hear things. Tell you what. Let's see. And we're going to save again. Go back. I'll probably need that reckoning again anyway, won't I? Let's see. Quest I'm on is the main one. This is a lot of fun though, man. I really would recommend it, to be honest. The camera sucks, but you can slow it down, which I found helped me out a lot. That sucks, though. God. See, they attack before you can get stuff off. There's another one somewhere. Yeah, Jen, the chakrams do own. They're my ranged weapon, as you just saw. Yeah, I'll show you the option. Let me see here. Go to options, and it's under, I believe, graphics. Maybe controls? There it is, controls, and it's camera sensitivity right there. You can tune it down. It starts in the middle, but I find that just moving it a little bit is all you really need to do. Okay. Stuff dead.
Keep quiet. We aren't safe here.
Oh. Here's one of the things that needs dispelled. I do have the Star Wars headset. I'll tell you what though, I'm not 100% happy with it. If I touch my ear or if I move this at any point, it can set off a crazy amount of static where I have to mute it or disconnect from what I'm doing and then turn it back on again. So it's not the best. And I'm sure it's just because it's got a crossed wire. The sound is great. It's got 7.1 virtual surround in it. But other than that, the functionality, I guess, or what do you want to call it, the build of it is not that great. Sounds great, Jen. I'm actually using Might and Sorcery. I'm using a Battle Mage now, so I can do that. But my goal is to eventually get to the point where I use mostly magic and just use might for the defense, but we'll see. Oh, time to save. This is where I crashed last time. So let's hope I don't.
Show us the whole tapestry of fate laid bare. We can do nothing to change it or prevent its horror. Well, most of us can.
All I know is I really like teleporting behind people. The A40s, I've actually never used them. I've heard people like them a lot, but who makes the MLG one? Is it Turtle Beach? Is it Turtle Beach? Is that the right company? I can't think. It's supposed to be really good. Carolyn Co. did a review of one of their headsets, and she says they're amazing. I just realized I keep looking at this screen, but you're over here. Setup, confusing, crazy. Ow, ow. I just realized I'm missing my charge attack for my sword. I keep trying to use it. I must have forgot to put points in it. Oh well. This game reminds me like it is a combination of Zelda, Skyrim, God of War, Like, it takes a lot of good influences from a lot of different games. I really can't wait to see what they do with the rest. Finesse. Damn you, finesse. Yes, it is. It's in the making. It's called Copernicus. You've probably heard of it, Climactic. This is the precursor. They're using the same world that's set way before Copernicus. We don't really know much about how Copernicus will handle, but it'll be set in this world that R.A. Salvatore created, with Todd McFarlane's visuals and everything else like that. My hope, after playing this, is that the combat bears some resemblance. I really hope that they take the strengths of this game and transport it to the MMO, but we don't know anything about it, I guess. Maybe this year, even, now that Reckoning's out.
For all those years of hiding in a bottle, it's good to see some action.
Really like the badass monsters, the BAMs that Terra has. I'm actually excited about that game. I'm not a big fan of Terra's art style, but I really, really liked the combat when I played it, so I'm hoping it's the rest of the game meets up to its potential.
If only one last time.
More kobolds. I like these guys. These are fun. Ow, ow. Yeah, the combat is incredible. I didn't play with the Fey Blades much at all. I played with the daggers, but eventually I moved on to the chakrams and now the sword. Kind of like it. The sword it is. Might try the great sword later. I like that you can do so much different stuff. Ow! Yeah, they have a lot of the standard monsters in this game, and it's not a bad thing because they're all redesigned well, and every monster has their own actions and abilities. So it's not like you're always fighting the same thing like you do in a lot of MMOs, really. Yeah, the bow kind of sucks, doesn't it, Jen? I'm not really a fan of it. I thought it would be better. Whoa! Kinda want that armor all of a sudden. Holy crap. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I like the brownies. The brownies are great, yeah. Ridiculous sounding, too. Add the junk. There's a weird... I don't like the inventory management in this game either. You'll notice yourself that you have to add stuff to junk and then destroy it. It's really strange. Yeah, the quiver reload thing does suck. Especially, what do we get, like 5 arrows at the beginning? So by the time, I think you can add more through the tree, but I don't know. Yep. So now I've got all this inventory, and then I've got to go to junk. And so this is all the stuff I assigned to junk, and I can destroy it all. But this is just to drop it. I wish I could just click a button and drop it on the ground, but I don't think they allow that because it's not like... well, I was going to say it's not like Skyrim, because Skyrim just drops everything, but they have these bags that they'll put on the ground for loot that you kill an enemy and it leaves a bag behind, so why couldn't I just drop everything in a bag and leave it? I don't know. I'm not a designer. Bagpack upgrade? You teasing me? Alright, let's change our armor out. Still want Shepherd's Helm, because it's still awesome. But I want this. Really? First town, backpack upgrade. I'm going to do that. What does it do? How many, what's my inventory limit with the backpack upgrade? No crap. Okay. I'll go back there. I think I should play without pants. I don't know about you guys, but the women of this town should see my bulge. It's pretty true. Okay. Pants back on. Still need finesse. Screw you, finesse. It's okay, I got shepherd's greaves. You work without pants? Welcome, Evan. Everybody meet Evan Wilkinson. Skywise Knight, I just ruined your identity. Okay. I think I'm done playing in my inventory for now, because now I have more armor. Nothing I care about. Let's keep doing this story. I'm not thinking about that every time I talk to you. Never. We're getting near the end, folks. And I'm gonna jump down because it's cool. And here we go. I wish it would close in. Oh well. That was a lot of experience. I believe so, Plaz. And good morning, everybody. Okay. We are overdue for a commercial. While I play around and leveling up, I'm gonna go ahead and run one. It's only 30 seconds, and I'm sorry. All right. I want you guys to know that I am a couple levels away. I want this Crusader so bad. I'm just going to keep working towards the top parts of the Might and Sorcery tree, because I love the idea of being a wicked battle mage. The champion, not only does it have Blink, it gets Harmonic Overload, a chance to produce elemental projectiles every time I kill something. Tell me that doesn't sound great. That's what I want to be when I grow up. Okay, so I put some more points into Might, got my charge back. let's keep killing things. Because apparently we're getting close to the story.
Stay close.
Okay. Stay close. Let's find out what we're doing here.
We're almost there. Or at least as far as I can take you.
I might look at the source finesse later, Jen, but I love my longswords.
I've seen this moment.
Spoiler alert!
Sorry, my friend. This is as far as I can take you.
But that asshole run away. I really wish I still had my reckoning. Something tells me Fate Weaver's gonna die. Hey, Paragus. Hey, Susie. All that work, and I get boiled leather boots and a current stopper. What exactly is a current stopper? Do I put this on the ground and it dams a little pool of water? Come on. Seriously? I'm complaining about loot. Welcome to Saturday Morning Fun Zone.
Do you have any idea what you've done? What sort of power you're playing with?
I changed fate. I'm that cool.
Everything he was, everything he would do. You changed the wheel of destiny itself. Because of you, there are deeds he won't do. Children of his that won't be born. Victims that won't die when they were supposed to.
I can destroy the world.
Yes, I'm aware. There's still no telling what damage you could do if you aren't careful. You're much more dangerous than I thought. We need to get you to the Theater of Fate right away.
LC2, I haven't run any more ads actually in some time now. You might want to try just reloading the stream because they shouldn't be running. I am level 10 now, Susie. I restarted yesterday. I don't know why I restarted. You want to know the truth? It's because I didn't realize I could respec my character until yesterday. We need to get you to the Theater of Fate right away. I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to what that guy just said. Apparently, I did something bad. This is like a medieval Back to the Future, and this guy is Doc Brown. It's kind of what it reminds me of. Yeah, all you have to do is go to your map, open up the world map, and click one of the towns or locations you visited, and you can fast travel. You can't be inside a building though. Kobolds. Yeah, it actually means you just haven't visited yet. It has to be someplace you've discovered. Can I ask why you're drooling? Did you take some Percocets and drink a bottle of whiskey?
This way.
Mm-hmm.
The theater of fate. I never thought I'd see it.
Ooh, pretty. This looks like a crappy theater. Won't be able to watch anything in IMAX here. Stuff. Thanks, Jen. Thanks for the heads up. Okay. Running. My mama says they's my magic legs. Whoa.
We Fate Weavers never fully understood the power of this place. Seems there's a lot we don't understand.
Yeah, 'cause I don't have a fate. What?
Gods, I should have brought another bottle. No surprise that Niskaru found its way to this place of power. Everything about these ruins is dedicated to this room.
I don't want to die.
Center of it all is the Destiny's Stone.
I'm deathless.
With it, the Fae taught the Fate Weavers the answers to the deepest mysteries of fate. Put your hands on the stone, and maybe we can find answers to your own mysteries.
He's talking about like a real stone and not his downstairs, I hope.
Just put your hand on the Destiny Stone. It'll show me where you fit into the tapestry of fate.
The last time someone told me to put my hand on the Destiny Stone, I was at a doctor's office. I was 12, and he told me to take my pants off. Just throwing that out there. The doctor's name was Jerry Sandusky. Just kidding. Ooh. The hell's the Codex?
The Destiny Stone came apart at your touch. And all around you, the tapestry of fate.
Oh, come on. I didn't use any swear words. I just implied terrible, terrible things.
The wisdom that the Fae used to help the first Fate Weavers understand the nature of the weave. Don't you see what this means?
I'm always gonna pick the smartass answer.
Ha! A small price to pay for the Codex of Destiny. If we can find a way to read it, it might help us understand something about you. But for now, just understand this. You're changing the fate of everyone you meet. That could make you more powerful than anything that's walked this world. No. You can still die or fail, but fate doesn't enforce the weave on you. Your gift is freedom to you and to those around you.
He does have noodle fingers.
Wait,
Oh. No. Oh. Is that the chick that actually helps me out eventually? Oh god. Start swinging.
Who are you? How do we know you're not working with the Tawaka?
I don't care if you trust me. I'm beginning to think that these Tawaka don't like you. Now, why do you think that might be? After all, someone who can change the fate of the world, who wouldn't want you?
Susie, don't you love her extremely protective body armor?
I'm not sure, but they're very well informed about your location. They came straight here from Didenhill, but they're not nearly as interesting as you.
Thanks for hanging out, Jen. Go have fun, man.
Why are you here? Ha! Knowing the future is for fools. Who reads the end of a book before it's time? Save your attention for the present. Like that codex you found? Our scholars thought those were all gone from the world. But you're just full of surprises. Good luck understanding it. That's Fey knowledge. They don't even have a written language. The stone is simply embedded in what they know, unseeable to mortals. Why worry about the little fish when deeper waters hold the more interesting secrets? There's more to this than you understand. I don't have the answers for you, but I know someone who might. When you're ready, meet me at the House of Ballads. I'm sure the Fae would love to meet you.
I've already met the Fae. I'm part of the House of Ballads. This girl needs to get informed.
We can't trust her. Never met a Dogglefar who'd give me a straight answer. even
Thanks, Jen. Have a good night, man. Well, day, weekend, afternoon, thing.
Just be careful doing anything she suggests. Meanwhile, we can't just ignore the Tawaka.
This guy's crazy. I'm gonna trust her because she's hot. Duh.
She said they came through Didenhill, didn't she? They don't belong in these lands, so they probably left a trail wide as an Eden's backside. Meet me there, and we'll track them down. Maybe we can find out why they're after you, or at least how they can find you so easily. I've got some final rites to perform before I leave this place. Good luck.
You're